Alright, here we go. This hand, though, is sweet, but a mulligan. This one's, guess it's a keeper. We're on the draw. I'm going to try this. Alright, that's good. We get that. So we... Oh, we're actually on the play. That's still fine. So we have a turn 2 Blood Moon here, which is actually pretty nice. Or a turn 2 Stone Rain, whatever we really want. We'd obviously like to... Alright, we're against Elves, huh? And he's got the Elvish Mystic. Alright, well... I can't say our Blood Moon's going to be great against them, but the Stone Rain's not going to be great either. I'm actually going to go for the Stone Rain here. I don't know if this will do much against this deck, but it'll do more than the Blood Moon, I think, in this case. We really just want to hit a land, follow up with an Acid Moss, so then we have one for our Storm Breath Dragon. That's what we're hoping to draw here. This is not the deck you want to go against with your LD deck, especially... Oh, yeah, play what we can. Run a Blood Moon out there. I don't know about this matchup. He's still got green mana. If he didn't have this, though, we would have got him. Right, I think we're okay if we hit a land. Maybe we can Acid Moss into Storm Breath. The Azuri has hit the field. However, he does not have huge mana production right now, so that's good. Alright, we hit our land even. Okay, so... This is actually kind of nice. This hits any land, so we can actually destroy his forest here. I guess it doesn't... I guess we actually want to get the Stomping Ground so we can have 2 mountains for the Storm Breath, so... Yep, makes sense. Actually pretty important, as it turns out. Alright, so we're getting beat down. Our opponent is low on mana. We get to play a Storm Breath. He's actually really limited on green mana as it is right now. He needs a Heritage Druid to really go off with green mana. He's only got 1 a turn right now, but he's just got the beatdown going on. Stone Rain, not hugely helpful. We need to kill this. We need to miracle a bonfire. That's what we need to do. So this is sort of interesting. I almost just want we just have to block with this? That's so awkward, but we're sure not winning the race. We just have to hope that he isn't able to overrun us anytime soon. And that doesn't do it either. That makes red mana as well. So this theoretically... Oh, we found the Heritage Druid. Never mind. Had it all and we've died. We might be able to survive for a turn and try to rip Bonfire off the top, but it's not looking good here. If he didn't have this, we're actually in great shape. He doesn't really have good attacks. We have 4 bonfires in our deck that end the game whenever we draw them. Instead, our opponent found it all and is likely to kill us very quickly. This start would have been very good against a bunch of other decks, but not against Elves. Yep, it's a bunch of mana. Yep. Don't even have to block because it's not lethal? Okay, well, we have a shot. We're going to go to 1. That was not a bonfire. We have died. Alright, let's play game 2. Yeah, I was so set up to die to a bonfire if we just lived the dream right there. We did not. Okay, so let's get the Dismembers in here. Let's get the Fire Spots in here. Let's get the... Probably get rid of a Storm Breath here. Don't need to go long necessarily. Don't really need the Baloth. Excuse is mediocre, but I think we'll keep it. We'll go ahead and... I think we have to keep the Blood Moon, so I'm going to get rid of a Stone Rain here. Oops. Grab the Blood Moon instead. Alright, this puts us at 60. So the question is, do we want the Kitchen Finks in here over, say, like the Stone Rains? I think we want the Blood Moons, because you saw in that game, he actually did not have infinite blue mana, or green mana. But I think we're just going to go with this. So if we draw Fire Spot, obviously we won't play Mana Dork, and we'll just play to wipe his board on turn 3. People don't necessarily expect Fire Spot when you lead with Mana Dork, that's for sure. This hand's a mulligan, though. Well, this hand's a keeper. It's awkward, but it makes a bunch of mana. We're actually going to bottom that. We have a lot of good draws here, I think. Inferno Titan's just such a house against him as well. So, I mean, this is a turn 2 Blood Moon, which probably will not get played. Well, I guess it probably will get played, huh? Yep, as expected. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Utopia Sprawl this thing. Make red mana with it. Go that. Do this. Do that. Cast a Birds of Paradise. Cast a Blood Moon. Say go. Alright, well, we spit out our hand. We have a Primal Command to follow it up with to go get a Primeval, or to go get an Inferno Titan for the turn after that. So this is actually not bad for us here. Wow, okay. Especially if that's all he's got. Alright, do another Blood Moon, that doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to choose to put the Elvish Mystic back on top of his deck and to go get a Inferno Titan. So I want to... Oh, it's non-creature permanent. Okay, we'll hit his forest rather. Alright, so we want... Search your library for a creature card. Sure. Alright, give me an Inferno Titan. Send a message with our Birds of Paradise attack, and pass a turn. So we know he draws the forest, so he's going to be hard pressed here. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So this is pretty good for us, I think. Do we need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, we have to do this. Alright, so we're going to go like this. Send off most of his board, send another message with our Birds of Paradise, and pass. Yeah, look at this. So this guy was actually pretty nutty. Look, we just just steamrolled him right there with that quick Inferno Titan. That was actually pretty sweet. Let's run that back. That was some lightning fast games going on here, that's for sure. That's the power of this deck right there. That was pretty good. It was off a mulligan as well. And we have the literal 7-lander to follow it up with. Alright, this is a keep. I don't think we want this. Because we don't have this turbo land destruction hand. This hand needs to lean on fire spouting them. So we want to fire spout away his board. So let's hope that it's not infinite mana plus Azuri, where he can regenerate everything. Alright, well, here's hoping. So probably, I mean, we don't have a Blood Moon, but I guess I probably should have just fetched basic forest with that fetch land, but... Alright, so depending on what he does here, we might be in good shape. We want him to either tap out for a bunch of small things, or we want him to just not play Azuri. I mean, it's actually okay if he plays Azuri and just doesn't have a bunch of mana open, even. Okay, this is perfect like that. That's actually insane for us. We even got to go get our basic forests here. Great. Fire spout. Get out of here, board. That's what I'm saying. He had absolutely no reason to expect that this card was coming. And it blows him out very hard. We get a follow-up with an Acid Moss, and then either Primal Command or Stormbreath Dragon. I put him so far behind. The old, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 for 1. He doesn't even have a follow-up. He's probably sitting on like collected companies and stuff that he can't cast yet. And it's just never going to cast him now because we actually get to Monvuli Acid Moss him. I think we're going to get there. I could be wrong. Been wrong before, but I think we're going to get there. Our opponent is playing Elves and has no green mana on turn 4. Alright, just kidding. I was going to say, that's like living the dream. Oh. Yeah, sorry, friend. Not quite on time there, so... we have a couple different options. I think I like just Storm Breathing him. The question, do we need to dismember this thing? No. If he wants to sack it to this, when we attack, he won't, so... I think I'm just going to follow up with our Arbor Elf here. Alright, so we can Primal Command, get a Inferno Titan, and dismember the Forged Cinder next turn, and have Inferno Titan clean up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could also just Monstrous this thing. There's a Blood Moon. We can take him off all the green mana. Probably just going to do that. Alright, let's see here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Alright, so we can Monstrosity. So I think maybe we... I'm just trying to figure out what we... Because he can prevent all this turn. So it's... Sure. So if we try to Monstrous it, he'll just pop this. We do no damage. I think I like Blood Mooning, take him off green mana, and Dismembering. I guess actually we're going to attack first and then Dismember, because he may not pop it to prevent anything here. Great. Okay, so we'll just Dismember it at the end of his turn, and then Monstrous it on our turn. If he doesn't just scoop, yeah, there we go. That Fire Spot was such a blowout. That was a nice match. I didn't think that was going to be good for us after he just crushed us game 1, but that was worked out pretty well. All right.